Next. And today we are going to discuss all these contents that are there. Next. And machine learning is a very important significance in artificial intelligence due to its ability to learn from the data and make predictions. We have some of the different types of learnings in machine learning, such as supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, reinforcement, and deep learning. Next. And we are going to see some of the specific domains where these kind of applications are involved. Some of them are healthcare, finance, retail, and transportation. There is a specific reason why I have chosen these specific domains is because in healthcare we have more number of patients, less number of doctors. To handle this kind of situation, how machine learning and artificial intelligence is used. And when it comes to finance, from the individual to multi-trillion economy nation, everything is comes under finance. Everyone need to take care about finance. And when it comes to retail, in nowadays all the e-commerce websites are using the data by how to use the data effective manner, that will be comes under retail. And when it comes to transportations, as our human mind cannot focus multiple things at a time, and driving is one of the least bothered thing that you can care about. If you want to travel 1 hour, you can spend that 1 hour in a productive way to make some good things instead of putting that 1 hour just to drive some vehicle. Next. Previous please. And supervised learning is something that machine learn from the labeled data. Next. And in healthcare, the supervised learning is used in such a way that the diseases will be identified in the early stages, when the model will be predicted based on the patterns of the disease, and it will be identified in the initial stages so that we could make some kind of precautions. And in finance, you may see in stock market, if you want to invest, the model will predict in such a way that the stock price is going higher or lower. Based on that, you can invest. Next. When it comes to retail, the e-commerce website will be recommending in such a way that if I am buying a laptop, I will buy keyboard, mouse, bag. If I am buying like that, there are many people buying like me. So when a new person coming to buy a laptop, and the same products like keyboard, mouse will be recommended to buy. That's how the retail works in machine. And when it comes to transportation, you may see in the Google Maps, when you want to search for a destination, the machine will be given you a best route based on traffic, based on the shortest distance that you could travel. Next. And when it comes to unsupervised learning, unlike supervised learning, in unsupervised learning, we don't have labeled data set. And the machine itself has to find some kind of patterns in the data, and based on that, it will make some kind of assumptions. Next. In healthcare, the model do such a way that the patients will be classified based on the diseases. If I am the patients might be having some kind of cancer-like symptoms, so I will be classified in the cancer patient. If someone else comes, they might be having some kind of diseases like heart disease. That will be transferred as a heart disease classification. And segments will be found previously. In finance, there may be a lot of stock market, lot of trends were there, and in our daily life also we do use to make so much of transaction through UPI or any other banking. So there is a high possibility that the fraud may be happen, unusual transactions will be happen, suspicious activity will be detected by the model. Next. And when it comes to retail, the best way that e-commerce doing is customer segmentation. If I am the one who is mostly likely to buy clothes, I will be sent to a specific segment where all the people mostly likely to buy clothes, so that it will recommend a product based on clothes. If some other segment is there, they will be buying some electronic gadgets. So that's how the segments learning And when it comes to transportation, the machine is given everything like map and streets, buildings, and everything like that. And based on that, it will be identify and give best route. Based on, if I am staying in Panyam to Nervada, if from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. so much of traffic due to most number of students are traveling. If a new person comes and asks route for Nervada, so that it will find the route where less number of traffic is there. That's how the transportation works, especially in unsupervised learning. Next. In semi-supervised learning, it is a combination of both supervised and unsupervised learning. Why we have classified it as a semi-supervised learning? Because finding the data with the output, the labeled data set is very costlier. Either it may be getting the survey or by the computation. So because of that reason, we are going to have semi-supervised learning. In this, we will be some data we will be having labeled and some of the data we will be having unlabeled data. So the machine do some kind of a classification based on the combination of both labeled and unlabeled data set. The application that we are going to see are the same things as we have seen in the previous. Like in healthcare, you will be identified some classification like in the early stages of the diseases. Finance trends will be given next. And in retail, the customer segmentation and transport, the best route will be given next. And when it comes to reinforcement learning is bit different from the previous types of learning. In reinforcement learning, agent will be there, and the agent is used to learn everything by experience, either it may be positive or negative. Next. In healthcare, as I said, the most of the surgeries is done by the expert. So due to many bodies.
Reinforcement learning, what is the technique? Reinforcement learning, how do they learn?
In reinforcement learning, as we are seeing like robots, right? They will be named as agent. The agent have to learn everything by experience. Either it may be positive experience or like negative experience. The best example was a kid. A kid will learn everything by experience. If he do some kind of a good decision, he will get reward. If the kid do some kind of a bad decision, he will get some pain. So that will become under punishment. Like that, same thing applied in the reinforcement learning. If the agent performed well, you will be getting some kind of a reward, and if that agent do some kind of a wrong, you will get punished. But everything will be useful. It may be positive or negative.
What is meant by labeled data and unlabeled data?
Labeled data means output associated with the data. Unlabeled data means the output not associated with the data. The best example is we have so many features over there, and if you want to apply some kind of loan based on your age, based on your income, based on your number of people in your family, based on everything, you will be having some output. Either you could pay the loan, you cannot pay the loan. That will be considered labeled data set. And the unlabeled data set, to do this kind of surveys, this kind of a computation, it will be difficult and costly. So that the label is not associated with the output. Like we do so many transactions in our daily. So if you want to go for loan, the label is not associated. So based on the everything that we have the data, the label is calculated. Yes.
Then clustering comes under supervised learning or unsupervised learning? Clustering.
Clustering mainly comes under unsupervised learning, because as we don't have the label in the data, the model itself have to find some kind of patterns in the data. Based on the patterns, it will be cluster the data elements. Whenever new element comes, it will be move that data to similar, as based on that it will move the similar clusters.
Where do we use the labeled data? How do we use the labeled data in machine learning?
Labeled data is used in the supervised machine learning either to classification or to prediction. For classification or prediction, if you want to go for a loan based on your income, your age, and by consider everything, you will be getting loan or not will be decided by the model.
Label means your outcome.
Yeah.
How do you use that?
That is used to calculate the accuracy. When we have more amount of data and when we apply that data to the model, it will be give some kind of an accuracy. When we test that data, when we test that model with data that has not used in the training, if that data is classified correctly, you are getting low or you are not getting low. Based on that, the accuracy will be decided.